boop. Hello, everybody. Seal here. We're back, joined once again by Colton, playing some Oblivion. Hopefully, today we'll be finishing this fucking quest that has been the last 5 videos. God damn. I'll tell you what, man. This has been the longest quest of this game. And I tried to cheese it, like... you know Skyrim, right? Yeah, well, in Oblivion, which is, in my opinion, you know, quite a bit better than Skyrim, there is an attribute that you can upgrade. And the attribute is called Speed. And it just affects how fast you run, basically. It affects your base movement. And my speed is currently able to hit about 150. The normal cap for these attributes is 100. So normally my character and my way of playing this game is just run by everything. Like literally just whoop. Like the big dungeons that are supposed to take like 15 to 20 minutes, I normally run through them in 3 to 5. Just because I run so fast, the monsters can't catch me. And then I get to the end of the dungeon and trigger the thing that beats the dungeon. But I can't really do it in this one because I have to go through a bunch of branching paths and kill these specific enemies. And if I don't actually like take the time to kill everything, then when I finally kill all the things and start backtracking, I'm just gonna have a wall of enemies I can't get through. Which would be a nightmare. So I'm actually like taking the time to go through it, and it's been like literally 5 videos. And the next main story quest is gonna take like not quite this long. The next one's probably gonna take 2 videos. Because I have to go through like 2 of those late game dungeons that normally don't take me too long. But they're not that fast. I cannot wait while I'm over encumbered? What the fuck? Alright, we'll just... Oh, no, there were enemies nearby. Alright. Oh, heal up. Heal up. Nah, I'm just healing myself. I'm healing myself. Healing myself. Oh, fuck. There's a big old monster, buddy. You should definitely play Oblivion, man. It is real good. They're never gonna do that. Probably not, if I had to put money on it. The thing is that they're never gonna be able to move past Skyrim. Because in their mind, Skyrim was such an amazing success. But the problem is, like, Skyrim was a success because it moved away from the formula of the old games. It stopped being about roleplay, it stopped being about this crazy adventure, and started to become much more about, we're just gonna fucking make you a god and let you fuck all the shit up. Did you move away from your phone? I can barely hear you. It wasn't that it was harder, it's just that my choices mattered more. It felt like you earned things in Oblivion. Like in Skyrim, you join a guild. And I've talked about this many a time in my Oblivion videos, so I'm sure everyone's sick of hearing it. But in Skyrim, you join a faction, you do 2 quests for that faction, you are suddenly considered one of their strongest members and pulled in on one of their darkest secrets, turned into a werewolf, and then you literally do 5 more quests and you're the head of that faction. It never feels like I've earned anything Skyrim gives me. The fight with Alduin can be the most anticlimactic thing in the world, because instead of it being this sort of like like actual fight, it's it's like a 4v1 fight with you and a bunch of NPCs against a single dragon, which, you know, sounds like it could be pretty epic. The first time I fought Alduin ever, I was using Mehrunes Razor, and I one-shot him with my first hit. Like, the dagger hit it, procced its magical effect, and he just exploded. First hit. End of the game. So, like, Skyrim just never feels like I'm working hard enough for the amount of reward it's giving me. And the game is supposed to feel like that because they want you to feel stronger, better, faster, harder, because then you'll play the game more. And if you get a little tired of one character, they're betting on you just making another one to try out a cool different build where you end up equally strong in equally a fast amount of time. Whereas Oblivion and Morrowind, these games are like, every choice matters in a way. Like, in order to become the head of the Mages Guild, not only does it take like 40 quests, probably, like it takes a lot of quests, to even join the Mages Guild in Oblivion, you have to travel to all of the cities in the region and do a specific quest in each of them to earn a recommendation to the Academy. In Skyrim, you just fucking show up and say, "Hey, I want to join," and they're like, "Can you cast this spell?" And if you're like, "No," they'll be like, "Here's this spell, cast it. We'll sell it to you for super cheap. Here, just take it and cast it so you can get in." In Oblivion, it's like, "Hey, fucking travel the entire country, go to every one of our cities, and prove to the person who runs that particular part of the guild that you deserve to be a member of the Academy." And that's awesome. And it feels like you've earned something at the end of the day. And then you have to actually work through a bunch of ranks, which isn't just, "Oh, I did one mission, I got promoted." It's, "Oh, sweet, I did 3 or 4 missions, and I uncovered this sort of plot, and saved the life of this person, and suddenly I'm getting promoted, and now I have to do a bunch of other work to get promoted again." It just, it feels like the work I'm doing validates the reward I receive, whereas in Skyrim, it always feels like I'm just being handed things just for the sake of the game. Am I going, like, backwards? I think I got turned around at some point. And I mean, I can't fault them for trying to make a game that's more appealing to the mass of players, right? Because that's how they make money. They need to make a game that, you know, appeals to the widest amount of people. And that's the reason Skyrim keeps getting remade. Because all they have to do is touch it up a little bit, and then people are going to buy it again, because they're going to be like, "I really liked playing Skyrim when I first picked it up. I haven't played it in a few years. It, you know, with new graphics, sure, I'll buy that." But the problem is Oblivion would be like, one, it would be amazing if they redid it, but they're just not going to. Because why would they? When they have Skyrim, which way more players will buy because it's much more of a middle-of-the-road kind of game. It's just something that is accessible to more players. Because you don't have to work as hard to be good at it. Like, you don't have to work as hard to become that overpowered god character you are in Skyrim. Which, you know, sucks, because I like working hard for the rewards I get. It makes me feel like I've actually earned them. Alright, sweet. I actually finished the quest. The Armor of Tiber Septim. Sweet. Whew. And probably just in time. Let me see how long we've been on the phone. Yeah, the timer's probably going to go off pretty soon. 5 minutes. Huh? Yep, you have. Why, did you want to go? Did I turn you off of speaker somehow? Hold up.
No, I had you on speaker because your volume was really loud.
No, I had you on speaker just so you would actually, like...
I think you just muted yourself now.
I did. Alright.
Or you just muted me.
Hello.
It works.
Yeah. Awesome. Alright, 4 minutes left. Whew. Alright, let's get the fuck out of here. Bam. Feels good, man. It's about time that I finally got this shit done.
To be honest, I didn't know that you were doing Oblivion lately. I haven't seen you show up on your feed or anything like that.
In PlayStation? That's because since I got back home, I've only turned the PlayStation on to go on to Drawful and create a playlist for the D&D guys. Because yesterday, when I went to the session, I got there about an hour and a half, 2 hours before some of the other players were going to show up. And I had my PlayStation with me, and there was the Floyd brothers and Alex Locke there. So I was like, guys, why don't we hook my PlayStation up instead of one of yours, and we'll play a party game together. So I showed them all those party games I would always bring up to you and Julian back in the day. And we played a bunch of them, and the guys absolutely loved them. They found them hilarious. And I told them that I had originally wanted to make a custom list, because you could create your own custom sort of game, basically, based around our D&D adventures. And so they were like, that would be awesome. So that's what I did last night. I haven't used the system yet outside of that. So I probably will be streaming today. My goal was to pound out my recordings, and then do do like 4 or 5 hours of Paragon maybe before supper. But if Alex is coming over today, as he said he might, I don't know. I'll have to message him when I'm done this this video, see what his plan is. Because if he's coming over, I'll probably not record Darkest Dungeon till later. And just grab a shower and shit. I don't know. I don't think he's going to come over because he still doesn't drive. And I doubt he's going to come in from St. John and have his own, like, reliable way to get back so he can go to work tomorrow. Yeah, which sucks. But who knows? Maybe he'll join me over at Jess and Brandon's for a game night sometime. Because, again, we get, like, a bunch of us together and just play games all the time. Yeah. Dude, I made a spell that boosts my speed by, like, 25 points. I love it. Whee! I'm running so fast that I'm just jumping over boulders. It's just like, whee! I can actually run faster than deer at this speed. So I literally just run them down. Whip out a sword, hit them once, and then keep on running, and they're dead behind me. Bandits don't mean shit. I can outrun all of them. It's awesome. You just put your gun away and just run. I could get my speed even higher, but if I did, I wouldn't be able to walk, which is garbage. Because the spell I have that increases my speed even more saps my strength. Yeah, and I'm carrying so much garbage that if I actually had my strength any lower, I probably just wouldn't be able to move. I'd be carrying too many things. Which is, you know, bullshit, but yeah, I don't hate it. Over-encumbered in this game is a lot different from Skyrim. When you're over-encumbered in Oblivion, you just can't move. Your character just locks up until he can actually carry the amount of weight he's wearing. Unlike in Skyrim, where when you're over-encumbered, you can still sort of just drag yourself around places. Or at least to a horse who can carry you.
You would love the new subclasses for type.
The shield one?
You're Captain America, basically.
Yeah, I'm not the biggest Captain America fan, though. Well, there's my timer. Alright, everybody, we're back at Cloud Ruler Temple. We've leveled up. We're going to go do that right now, and then I'm going to end the video. And when we come back, we're going to turn in our armor that we picked up to Martin and trigger the gauntlet, as I like to call it, towards the end of the game. For our level up, we are going to put points into willpower, intelligence, get that up to 100, and luck. Awesome. Level 33. Woot woot woot. Alright, everybody. This has been Sil doing another video. We will see you next week on Monday with more Oblivion. Keep your stick on the ice.